Hello and welcome to the Sectrader trade tutorial series. In this lesson, we're going to take a look at our reversal trade. Now, while most traders are familiar with trend trades and a reversal type trade can seem a bit counterintuitive, it is a very powerful opportunity for us to pick up additional profits. First, let's take a look at a long reversal, and then we'll take a look at a couple short examples. Here we have a long reversal. You can see we have our green dot plotted on a turn bar. Now the dot will be the first thing that gives us a heads up, as it does trail the color bars before it sticks to a turn bar. The next thing we'll want to check is to see if our super trend is outside of the extreme zone or at minus 60 or below. If our super trend is not close to being outside of its extreme or already outside of its extreme by the time the turn bar plots, then the trade will not be qualified. And while our super trend is useful for confirming a trend in a direction once it gets outside of the extreme zone, that indicates that there is a lot of pressure and that the market could soon reverse. We can also imagine this as being a rubber band that is pulled to its limit and snaps back in the other direction. Next, we also need to see our ribbon plot green on the turn bar, and we want to see this number in the ribbon be between 5 and 10. This lets us know that we're having some pressure build up in the opposite direction of the current trend. Once we see all these rules line up and our green dot plot on the turn bar, we can enter at the green DPI used to plot the turn bar. As a more conservative entry, we can also wait for 2 color bars to plot and attempting a retracement back to our original turn bar entry price. But do note that doing this method, you are less likely to get into the trade with a retracement entry. Now let's take a look at this trade as it's setting up so we can see how we can anticipate this trade ahead of time. All right, so here we see we're continuing this short trend here after a little jog up. We do have a green dot trailing the color bars. So this is our first heads up that we may have a reversal on the horizon. And I can also see that my super trend is very close to being outside of the extreme. So 2 good signs that I may have a reversal in the near future. And as the bars plot, I want to keep track of the numbers in the direction ribbon. And as they're counting sequentially, that lets me know there is some pressure built up in the opposite direction. And I need to see it at between 5 and 10 by the time it plots on a turn bar. So here we're at 4. So another good sign for us to have a qualified reversal. So here it is at 5. So I want to be prepared to enter at my green DPI price in the event that the next bar is a turn bar. The entry would be 6207.75. See that my turn bar does plot, my ribbon turns green, and the number is 6. I have my green dot on a turn bar, and my super trend outside of the extreme zone or below negative 60. So everything lines up. So I'd want to put in my entry at 6207.75. Now let's take a look at a short example. All right, here we have a short example of a reversal. Again, coming off the tail end of a long move, we have our red dot stick to our turn bar. Again, I have my super trend. Now this time, since we're going short, we need to basically flip our rules around. So our super trend needs to be at plus 60 or above, which we can see that it is here. And also my ribbon is red on the turn bar and the number is between 5 and 10. All great indications that the market may reverse. And again, we'll enter with the red DPI of our turn bar. Let's go ahead and take a look at this one in action. All right, so here I see my red dot beginning to trail on the color bars, letting me know to look out for a reversal in the near future. And I also see my super trend is very close to being outside of the extreme zone. Very good signs for a reversal trade. And I'd also like to take note that my numbers here on the ribbon have started counting sequentially, letting me know that there is some pressure building up in the opposite direction of the current trend. And now I see my number is at 5, so the only thing left to see is a turn bar and my ribbon turning red. So here I can begin placing my order at the red DPI expecting a turn bar, and we can just adjust it to the new red DPI until we have a turn bar plot. So we do here, and my ribbon turns red. Everything lines up, so we are good for a reversal short. And it was a pretty decent run right there. Thank you for watching, and we hope you can take what you've learned with Sectrader to increase your daily profits.